Listen to me closely. The reason you feel crushed right now isn't because the weight is too heavy. It's because your perspective is too narrow. You are looking at the now and forgetting the next. Everything is temporary. That pain in your chest? Temporary. That bank account balance? Temporary. That feeling that you've reached the end of your rope? It's a lie. Most people fail not because they lack talent, but because they mistake a bad season for a bad life. Understand this. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. We live in a world that wants everything instant. Instant success, instant comfort, instant relief. But greatness is slow cooked. If you are in a dark place, understand that you haven't been buried. You've been planted. Most people pull the plug right before the miracle happens. They see the storm and think it's the climate. It's not the climate, it's just a weather pattern. You don't judge your entire life based on a Tuesday. You don't throw away a car because it ran out of gas. When you shift your perspective from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What is this teaching me?" you become dangerous to your problems. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start being a student of struggle. The bad days are the gym. Your spirit is getting stronger. Your resolve is getting thicker. You are being prepared for a blessing you aren't yet strong enough to carry. If you want to change your life, you have to change the story you tell yourself about your struggle. Stop calling it a disaster and start calling it training. You are in the middle of your origin story. Don't quit in the middle of the movie. Dreams without goals are just dreams, and they ultimately fuel disappointment. On the path to achievement, you must employ discipline, but more importantly, consistency. Because without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency, you'll never finish. People love the intensity. They love the big launch. They love the New Year's resolution. But intensity doesn't build empires. Consistency does. It's the boring stuff. It's the stuff no one claps for. It's waking up at 4 a.m. when it's cold. It's making the phone calls when everyone said no. It's staying in the arena when your muscles are screaming and your mind is begging you to quit. Consistency is the ultimate separator between the amateur and the pro. If you only work when you feel like it, you will never reach the top. You have to learn to work when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Think about it. If you hang around the barbershop long enough, eventually you're going to get a haircut. You just have to stay in the room. You have to stay in the fight. Most people aren't beaten by their rivals. They are beaten by their own impatience. They want the harvest before they've finished the planting. Success is a series of small, unsexy wins. It's the aggregate of 1,000 yeses to your craft and 1,000 no's to your distractions. You don't build a wall by trying to build the biggest, baddest wall. You lay one brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid every single day. Eventually, you have a wall. Keep laying bricks. If you fall, fall forward. At least you'll see what you're hitting. If you can look up, you can get up. Final point. You must have a foundation higher than yourself. When you realize that there is a purpose for your pain, you stop panicking and you start participating in your own rescue. Faith is taking the first step even when you can't see the whole staircase. It's moving in the dark. It's saying thank you while you're still crying. Why? Because gratitude is the highest form of vibration. You cannot be fearful and grateful at the same time. You cannot be angry and grateful at the same time. It is physiologically impossible. True strength isn't showing off when you're winning. True strength is having the grace to keep going when you feel like you've lost everything. Work hard, stay humble, and give back. If you have the capacity to worry, you have the capacity to imagine. Redirect that energy. Instead of imagining the worst-case scenario, imagine the best-case scenario. Don't just pray for a light burden, pray for a strong back. Because the difficult life creates a person that the world cannot break. When you come out of this storm, and you will, you won't be the same person who walked in. You'll be wiser. You'll be tougher. You'll be ready. The bad days are not forever. Your potential is. The world is waiting for you to stop complaining and start commanding. Get up, straighten your back, fix your mind, and remember, the sun doesn't ask for permission to shine. and neither should you. You were not born to just pay bills and die. You were born to leave a mark. Keep going. The best is yet to come.